Trick or treat, lashes on fleek. Throw them in my bag so my face can be beat up. Where my glue? I heard y'all got glue. I heard y'all got glue. Don't play with it. Okay, period.
Get the 4 doors off of the Jeep. I ain't doing no swaps with a freak.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Slay K, and today I'm going to show you guys how I create professional campaigns without a videographer. This is solely my editing, my creative direction, my blueprint, so stay tuned for the how-to. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, I own a company called SK Beauty, and I sell everything relative to eyelashes. I sell glue, things like that, and I have successfully shot, edited, been the main star, all of that, and every single campaign that I have created for my business. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that without a videographer. So I have made a list right here of pretty much everything that I took heed to, everything that I learned while I was doing my campaigns and stuff like that. Whenever I decide to come up with something and get creative, these are the guidelines that I follow. So for one, I always tell people to know your audience. This is very important when it comes to all things marketing altogether, because you want to know what makes them upset, what makes them happy, what makes them spend. You need to know them. You need to know your people. You need to follow your analytics. Who is shopping? Where's their age range? What's their income range? You need to know that. These are things that I was taught getting my degree, but I don't think people really take heed to who they are selling to. You need to know those people. That's why. Okay, so the first thing is you should always have a theme when it comes to your campaigns. And if you're just not a really naturally creative person, you can still come up with a good strategy for a campaign. You just have to know what makes sense. For example, things that can help you with the theme is like, what season is it? Is it fall? Is it summer? Is it? Those things play a big part in what you're selling, what you're pushing, because you want to always be on trend and always be it has to make sense. So for example, when I shot my last campaign last year for Halloween, I dressed up as a schoolgirl, and I had a pink wig, I had a pink bodysuit, pink plaited skirt. I looked like a ghetto schoolgirl. That was the thing that I was going for, and I created a whole entire character. That's another thing you can do. You can always create character. This is your business. This is your ideas. You bring them to life. You are the innovator. You make the terms. You make the call. So if you want to create a whole new character for your business, hey, that's your business. So I created this character named KK, and she was basically like coming through the neighborhood to trick or treat, and she wanted her SK Beauty, period. She wasn't going nowhere without it. And that's the theme that I came up with for Halloween of last year, and I will make sure that I have that video in the description box so you guys can watch the complete video. I'm only going to be showing snippets because it has a lot of copyright in the background, and this was mostly the reason why I had so much copyright is because I wasn't trying to promote it here on YouTube. I was mostly promoting it on Instagram. Also, the things that will help you with your theme is knowing what your brand represents, knowing that if you are a beauty brand or if you are a nonprofit and things like that, you should always keep that in mind when it comes to, I'm sorry y'all. So you want to always keep in mind what your brand represents, what you guys stand for, what is the why behind what you do, and you want to always keep that in mind when you're picking your theme. Like I said, you don't want to rub your customers the wrong way, because it's very easy to do when you start shooting commercials and shooting things like that that will embody an image or a creation. You don't want to piss your customers off. Just saying. Here, the second thing is to have a clear budget. You want to know, as a small business, a budget is very important. But for the Halloween campaign, I had a budget of like $150, I want to say. Yeah, I think it was like $100 or $150, something around there, that I pushed out for that, and that included hair, outfit. So what I would recommend people do is just like, you find a free location. First of all, find a park, find a mural downtown where there's a nice scenery, where it doesn't cost you anything. You don't want to, you're not at the point where you can go book an Airbnb. And y'all, we're about to be on our way to, well, we're on our way to the location now. My sister mad because I just turned the music down, but I'm just gonna do this real quick. We're going to like a restaurant, and the reason why I picked this restaurant is because it has like sentimental value. Like my grandma, sorry, that's my nephew in the back, but we all went out to eat to breakfast one time with my grandma, and it was real memorable because my mama didn't like the food, and she was like, like, you know, making a scene. But my grandma was like, whatever, eat her food. And I don't know, I just like the location, and I like the fact that we went there and ate there with my grandma. So yeah, I'll see you guys when we get there. Or book a photo shoot, or book a venue, or anything like that. Because if you were, you wouldn't be watching this video now, would you? Because this is for the girls who on a budget, or people who just don't want to break the bank. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to break the bank to get good content. I always tell people to keep the budget small, find a free, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling, y'all? I don't know. To keep the budget small, and to find a free location, and make sure, like, because when I was purchasing my outfit and stuff, my wig was from AliExpress, my skirt was from Amazon, but everything was super cheap. I was not playing, okay? I don't play by my money. So you also want to keep in mind what you are promoting at the time. That has a lot to do with your theme. You just want to go with what makes sense. So, and that's just all up to the creator. Honestly, that's all up to you. For example, with the shoot that I was just referencing to, I chose Halloween because it was around Halloween. It was a promotion around Halloween, and I was promoting my lash glues at the time, so I created KK as the character. And nice to see you. This is how you greet your guests, okay? Trick or treat, lashes on fleek. Throw them in my bag so my face can be beat up. Where my glue? I heard y'all got glue. I heard y'all got glue. Don't play with it. Okay, period. And she was beating on the door, demanding with her little trick-or-treat bag, trying to see where her glue was at. What's up with my glue? You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing about that. You have to keep in mind what you are promoting at the time. What product are you trying to push? Are you trying to push something? Are you trying to push a sale? What you trying to do? And on top of that, you guys see all this once you watch the actual video. I came up with a song, a little trick or treat, lashes on fleek, throw them in my bag so my face can be beat, and everybody loved it. So it just made sense. Whatever. And I was willing to go to the studio. I was trying to buy studio time. I was trying to create a whole song. Like, I was dead serious about all this. I was trying to create a whole song. Just time didn't permit it. But yeah, you want to keep every detail in mind when it comes to what you're doing with your campaign. So you guys know that we're not doing this with a videographer. So you got to do it with somebody who's going to help you film your video. So I personally just hit up my family members, and at the time I used to hit up my boyfriend like, hey, can you come film this for me? I'll buy you food as a compensation. I'll get you food after. What you want to do? You know, that's how I usually roll. So usually my sister would do it for me. You just need to make sure that they have a steady hand to hold the camera, because that is important. You don't want to get back to your computer to edit and this person then give you nothing to work with. The footage is shaky. They're not getting your good angles. They didn't tell you to suck your stomach in. They didn't tell you to fix your hair. They didn't care nothing about you. They was just holding the camera. Okay, you want to make sure you get somebody with a steady hand and somebody who's gonna tell you the truth. Okay, you want somebody to be like, let's do this again, fix your hair, or let's do this again. You need to walk a little slower. You need to speed this up. You need to have a little bit more attitude. You need somebody coaching you, basically, because you can't see yourself. So you need somebody there that's gonna be like, that don't look good, that don't look right. So usually family and your friends, they should be the most trustworthy people. But if you don't have any help, you could always do things that you film yourself. You can do compilation. You can take product photos and have them. It just all depends on what you're in business doing. I don't know what all of you guys are in business doing, so it varies according to your own company and what actually functions, what works. So I can't say that for everybody. That's not true for everybody. So just find you somebody who you trust, who's gonna make sure to tell you if you looking crazy, and who has a steady hand to make sure you get some good footage. Oh, and I don't know what number we're on, but make sure your footage is multifunctional. Okay, so you want to make sure that it can be used to promote, it could be used to announce a sale, it could be used over here. You want to make sure that the footage that you're getting enough footage that will last throughout your social media posts, at least for like a good week or two. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you get enough footage to the point where you can use it for this, for that, for this, for that. You're the creator, you get to decide. But for me, I can give you guys an example. For right before I actually launched SK Beauty, I filmed this whole the theme was basically like rich, bossy, going to sit down at a nice restaurant. I have somebody waiting on me. I'm looking at a menu. My menu had lashes on it. You know what I'm saying? It just gave all of that what I wanted it to. And the song was Money Bag by Cardi B in the background. And basically what I'm saying all that to say is the footage from me leaving the restaurant and me walking off, it was so mysterious to the point where I could use it. I used it. It was so mysterious that I could use it to promote my business before it actually launched. So what I'm telling you guys is I used this particular clip that I'm gonna play right now, and I used that to kind of like lure people in and let them know that I was starting a business. And I was letting them know, hey, it's gonna be launched such and such, follow my page, this, that, and the third. I don't exactly remember what I actually said. You guys can go follow my business page at SK Beauty Co. on Instagram, and you guys can see for yourself what I said. But basically I used it as it was part of my actual campaign, and then I actually stripped that clip, just that clip from the campaign, and I actually used it again to promote my business in general. So that's what I mean by make sure your footage is multifunctional. You want to make sure that you're getting enough footage where you're not, you can drag it out basically. And last but not least, y'all, make sure that your content has a purpose. So you always want to keep in mind, what is your end goal? A lot of people, their only end goals is sales. Bottom line, a lot of people in business, for sure, that's all they care about, sales. I want people to click. I want people to move from here to my website, from my website to the cart, to the cart to the credit card. That's all I care about, period. And if you're that kind of person, then you need to make sure that you structure your campaign in a way that you are promoting and directing them to your website. Obviously, we would have to get into all of that in a separate video. Let me know down below if you guys are interested in that kind of content from me. I'm just giving you guys a general overview of what you need for a successful campaign. But you want to know, is your content for just brand awareness? Because a lot of times when I do campaigns, I just want to get my name out there. I just want people to know that, hey, we're here, we're over here. So just in case you guys see us around, if you see a PR package being opened by somebody that you follow, and you're like, oh, okay, I remember that brand, I seen this or that and the third. So you're familiar. Brand awareness is just familiarizing people with who you are, not necessarily caring about what kind of sales you're getting, but it's just letting people know, hey, we're over here, we exist too, we're over here, what's up? So the bottom line is, when people only care about sales, They're just looking at the numbers. They're just looking at the bottom line. They just want you to click on, which is important. That's what you're in business for. You're in business to make money. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're making money. So if you're doing all this and you're having budgets and you buying people lunch to film your videos, you want something out of it. And a lot of times I don't apply pressure upon sales because I know sales will come. I just want people to know that we're over here, come shop, come sniff around, see what you like. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to be familiar with who we are in general. So you have to make sure that you have that in mind so you can structure your footage, what you say, what you do in a way that you are urging your customers to buy. But don't be too pushy, you know, just be candid and funny and relatable, and I promise you your customers are going to be like, you know what, not next week, but not this week, but next week when I get paid, I'm gonna support them. And last but not least, make sure your content is relatable. Make sure your audience can resonate with it. They can kick back and be like, you know what, I like that. I don't know if it's just me because I'm a marketing major. That's what my I have a degree in business administration with a concentration in marketing. So I just, whenever I look at a commercial, I think I look at it differently. Y'all can let me know below if y'all look at stuff the same way. I feel like people resonate with this the same way. But after you look at a commercial, you know what, you'd be like, you know what, I like that. That was alright. That was cool. Alright, I like that. And then sometimes you're just like, I don't like that. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Or they need to go back to doing this. Or they need to, that's why I say you guys need to know your audience. And know, because things that they want can change. Especially if you've been in business for a little while. Your customers might not like the stuff that they liked in the beginning. Or they may want you to revert back to the stuff that you were doing in the beginning. Maybe what you're doing now is not working for them. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. I'm coming at y'all with the business content from this point forward, heavy up until Black Friday, because I want I'm starting a series where we're gonna be prepping for Black Friday together. You and me, all my sisters and brothers, all my entrepreneurs out there, we're gonna be prepping for Black Friday together. So come back here every week, and you ain't even gotta come back here every week if you go ahead and subscribe, but go ahead and subscribe so you won't miss a video. And it's a lot of important information coming up. I'm gonna be sharing everything I know, almost everything I know in regards to marketing. So I want you guys to be present so you can get the knowledge, so you can win. I want all of y'all to win. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next video.